Tonight was a grind, and the Mariners just made fewer mistakes. It was really that simple. Let's break it down today on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am your host, Booney. One name, all passion, zero sugarcoating. I've been riding with this franchise since Ricky ran wild and the Bash brothers made pitchers consider early retirement. This isn't just a podcast. It's a no BS clubhouse for A's fans who still believe, still fight, and are ready to build for something great. We're not waiting for 2028 to show up. We're building the Las Vegas A's right now. From the field to the front office, from Sacramento to the Strip, we're covering it all, and we're doing it loud, proud, and unfiltered. You will always get the raw truth here, the real story, and you will always hear both sides of a story. So you can make the call, because this isn't my podcast, it's yours. This is your team. This is the fans' podcast. You want me to cover something? Let me know. I'm not here to talk to you. I'm here to build this community with you. We are free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. So smash that subscribe button. Share it with every A's fan you know, and let's light it up. Tough loss tonight. 3-1. Frustrating 3-1 loss to the Mariners in Sacramento. Seems like every time we play these guys, it's a game that really comes down to the wire. JP Sears took the mound for the A's, and what's been a common theme with Sears is command. Command, and locating that strike zone. He didn't do that tonight. He walked 3. He threw a ton of pitches. And when the Mariners had an opening, they capitalized. And that was the play by Nick Kurtz. When he had Naylor picked off at first, threw it right into center field, which ended up being the third run and ended up being costly. Sears only went 4 1/3 innings. On the positive side, the bullpen was good. Michael Kelly, Justin Sterner, Sean Newcomb, Elvis Alvarado, they all held the line. But it seems like every time we got some sort of rally going, Ben Williamson, the number 9 hitter for Seattle, playing third base, seemed to shut the door. He made 3 great plays at third base that were just daggers. And it cumulated with the last play he made on Soderstrom. Hell of a play. I mean, nothing was just over the top, but they were all real good baseball plays at big time. Revert back. So Kurtz 14-game winning hitting streak was big. Brett Rooker had a big hit there in the 8th. We had our chances. That's for sure. We just couldn't capitalize, man. I mean, if you really look at our lineup, we're banged up, fellas. We're banged up. There's a chance that Jacob Wilson and Max Muncy are done for the year. There's a legitimate chance at that. Muncy, I don't think is going to be back this year. If he is back, it's going to be last couple weeks of the year. And who knows what's going on with this wrist contusion with Wilson. It obviously hasn't healed right when he first got it diagnosed. And if that's the deal, that's what's going to happen. No excuses, no offense had an opportunity. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, no question, Vegas. We had our chances. At the same time, we're going against one of the best pitchers in the American League with a lineup that just wasn't built that way, right? They fought. You got Urias in the 9-hole, Schumann in the 8-hole, Cortez in the 7-hole. But once it entered, once we got 1 through 6, it was like, it was tough. And even Butler's not swinging a good bat at the 1-hole either. So it's tough. RIP Ryan Seinberg. Yeah. Ryan Sandberg, the second baseman I grew up on. He was, when I was growing up, there was always a second baseman were always known as your, hey, real good defensively, fundamentally sound. But the second baseman always, when I learned the game, we're always batting eighth, batting seventh, batting towards the bottom of the order. And we're always known for their glove, but not really any type of hitting, let alone power. Ryan Sandberg was one of the first. First second baseman I grew up watching was Davey Lopes. And Davey Lopes was a speed guy, right? Base hits, played a good second base, but didn't hit for that power. Ryan Sandberg, when I was growing up with baseball, was one of the first that could hit for power. He was awesome, man. He was awesome. Yeah, way too young too, man. Sad. Bummed out. Cheers, Booney. Yep, you too, man. I was going to Tuesday games, not so up for it. Come on, Sody swings at first pitch with. I don't mind that, Vegas. He hit the ball hard on it. At bat before too. He hit the first pitch in a left field, tagged it. He hit the ball hard. So I think that was the approach for the A's tonight, was to attack early in the count. Don't get deep in the count. He saw a good pitch. He went after it. He stayed aggressive. It's what he did when he knocked the single to left field in his third at bat, and he nailed that on the screws. I was okay with that. What's his name? Ben Williamson made a hell of a play at third. His third great play of the day. So I'm not too disappointed in him going after that first pitch. I was okay with that. Joe Morgan, good point. There's another really good second baseman, right? Joe Morgan, and I think the guy after Joe Morgan you would say is Ryan Sandberg. But yeah, good call on that. Another power hitting thing. It seems to always go. I thought we pitched well today, Rocket Man. There was nothing wrong with our pitching. I mean, we allowed 2 earned runs the whole day. It was okay. Sears, for as bad as he looked, only gave up 2 earned. So I wouldn't say the pitching was bad. Our bullpen was fantastic, man. We went 4 2/3, 4 hits, no runs. We pitched well. Pitching wasn't the issue. Once Andujar and Urias is given. I'm not sure what that means. Bill, if you could let me know what that exactly means. Yeah, it's we haven't gotten one of those wins yet this year, right? Where we just seem to steal a game. I don't remember, if you guys help me out, there's one game where we have just felt like we stole. There's not one. Even the Kurtz home runs against Houston in Sacramento, the walk-offs, like Houston came back in those games. Like I felt like we were kind of getting saved on that. I mean, maybe the only one we stole was in Kansas City where Kurtz hit the bomb. Urias is playing good. He's one of the most. He's batting ninth. I don't know what you want from him, Jesus. 1 for 2, runs scored. He got hit by a pitch. He only got out once tonight. I don't know what you want from him. For a 9-hitter, he's all right. Yeah, I was happy with Urias. He got on more times than any of our players got on tonight. He popped out. Yeah, the one time he got out, he did pop out. But he had a base hit. He got hit by a pitch. He scored our only run. It's okay. For batting ninth in the order, I'm all right with what he did. He's been having solid series. Seems like he always makes something happen. He was 3 for 12 in Houston. It's 250. We'll take that. Sears fought. Any of those nights from Houston last series would have had it. The difference of today, guys, was we were going up against an elite pitcher. Luis Castillo is no joke, and he's been pitching great as of late. And what did you figure the first game Josh Naylor plays? His very first at-bat in a Mariners uniform. Home run. Figures. That's just our luck, right? Very first at-bat. And he scored the second run, too. He scored 2 of the first 3 runs. It was his very first game as a Mariner. Very first game. Unreal. Let me take a quick break. Kurt, Bill, I see your comments there. I will definitely get to them once I talk about today's episode is brought to you by Game Day Hue, and so is this hat I'm wearing. For A's fans like me, this one hits the mark. Game Day Hue makes clean, no logo gear with team-inspired colorways for every pro and college fan base. It's all about letting your colors speak for you. No giant logos, just smart, versatile style that works on game day, on the course, or anywhere in between. I personally love rocking it on the golf course. It's subtle, stylish, and I can still rep my team. The hat pairs perfectly with my usual gear. It doesn't replace my team's logo stuff. It just adds to the lineup. I've worn mine to tailgates, tee times, and just running around errands, and I always get compliments. It's the kind of hat that reps your team without screaming it. Subtle, but says everything required. Plus, it's just not the hats. Check out their split shade gloves made for the golf course. I'm always wearing this. Or the perfect gift for the fan who has everything. Right now, you can get 15% off with code MLB15 at GameDayHue.com. That's GameDayHue.com. The code even stacks on bundle deals. So now it's the time to load up. Let your colors talk because colors speak louder than words. That's Game Day Hue, code MLB15. Kurt, see what you got here. First of all, I would like to thank the Athletics for their series sweep against the Astros. The Athletics always make me nervous. ASA, Mariners fan, keep up the great work. Love watching your podcast. Hey, thanks, Carrot. Real nice of you, man. I appreciate the nice words. It was a good game tonight. It was a playoff feel type of game. You know what today taught you guys, taught everybody? Defense matters. The Mariners have the least amount of errors in all of baseball. They made every play they needed to make. They're solid around the diamond. They saved a lot of runs tonight, man. Their pitching was really good. Bullpen was good. Yeah, we had our chances. Once Andujar and Urias is gone in a few days, bring up Harris and Geloff. Well, Harris just hit the IL, Bill. Just hit the 7-day IL. I was disappointed to see that. And Geloff's not hitting, Bill. Geloff's not hitting. I don't think you can bring up Geloff. I think Geloff needs to hit in AAA before he gets called up. It's unfair to a lot of people. You got to earn your way. What is Geloff hitting right now? Geloff's hitting 205 in AAA. 16 hits and 78 at-bats. 4 doubles, 2 homers. He struck out 73 times. He needs to hit in AAA. You can't bring him up unless he's hitting in AAA. I just don't believe in that, right? You have to earn it. If he's hitting 250, 260, 270, fine. Yes, Harris on the IL. Yep, exactly. We should have traded you, Severino. Yeah, I don't think they would have gone for that. Looks like Suarez is going to the Yankees, though. DVR, you're a Mariners fan. What'd you think of the game, man? What did you think of the game? Good win. Big win for the Mariners. Mariners are playing sound. The Josh Naylor pickup they made was huge. Josh Naylor won the game for them tonight. He was gigantic. Josh Naylor, and Ben Williamson won the damn game for them tonight. It was tough, man. We had our chances. We had hits, guys. We had only one extra base hit, which stunk. But Butler leads off with a single. Kurtz had a single. Rooker's single. Soderstrom single. Andahar single. Urias single. Cortez had a triple with 2 outs. Yeah, it's hard to get mad at this one. I'm not too upset about it. I thought it was going to be, we were going to have a real hard time beating Castillo with the lineup we were putting out. Our lineup's not deep. And again, you got to remember also, Miguel Andahar is a guy that you're counting on against lefties. He's very okay against right-handers. And yeah, I don't know if I like the strategy with regard to attacking Castillo early, because he was sure. It felt like we almost gave away the first 6-7 innings. We handed it on a platter. Here you go, Mariners. Here you go. Are you being serious here, Vegas? Are you being serious? Or are you messing with me? Usually you're a serious guy. Are you being serious, Vegas? That Severino has been traded to the Giants and will not start in tomorrow's game? Are you being serious? Yes, by far not worse. No, it wasn't. Bamboo. It wasn't. Are you kidding me? This loss doesn't even go in the top 20 losses of the year. Come on, man. Vegas. Jesus. It wasn't even funny, man. Stop that. Colby Thomas had a nice at-bat, earning that walk. I thought that was pretty cool. That was his first real good at-bat since he's been up. Carlos Cortez has been a surprise, a pleasant surprise. I thought Carlos Cortez was going to be good, but he's been real good, man. He's been real good. It should be interesting to see what happens trade deadline. David Forrest was on A's Cast today, and one of the questions was like, hey, that Townsend asked is, will we be surprised? Should we be surprised if there's no trades being made? And he said no. So, I think they're waiting for the right deal. And overall, right now, guys, it's been extremely, extremely quiet. I mean, the two biggest trades is Suarez to the Yankees and Naylor to the Mariners. That's been your two big trades so far. There hasn't been much else out there. Got Ryan McMahon to the Yankees. No, I'm pretty sure I heard Suarez to the Yankees. You guys can confirm if I'm wrong or not on that. But it was a weird. It was one of those days, guys, games where I just felt like we weren't going to win tonight. The whole way it went down, I'm like, we were down 3-0, which felt like we were down 20-0. And then it was 3-1, which felt like we were down 10-1. Yeah. It just felt like nothing was going to go right for us, man. Eugenio, I heard Eugenio is going to the Yankees is what I heard, guys. Eugenio is going to the Yankees is what I understood in the rumors I got. But there's so much garbage going on online. I don't know what to believe anymore. It's like, hey, it's just like, it's hard to even read. The innings, we really had chances tonight. If you really were to look at the game, right? And Sears could have gotten actually hit a lot harder. If you go to the second inning, Naylor leads the inning off with a home run. Polanco blasts one, which I thought for sure was back-to-back shots that just went foul. Singles to center on a little blooper. He walks Canzone. I tell you, man, I love JP Sears, but when he gets in one of those modes like he got in today, he is hard to watch, man. It is hard to watch baseball when JP Sears is in one of those modes. Oh, I hated it. Canzone walked. Dylan Moore came up, and Dylan Moore smacked a shot just foul too. I think Williamson too. They had about 4 shots that just hooked foul. Sears was fighting, but he was getting rocked too. He was getting hit hard. It's just, mm, 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 mm. And what's his name was just cruising. I think Castillo had 3 or 4 7-pitch innings. Yes, and Sears had his time. And we get to the 5th, and Williamson leads the inning off. Ben Williamson did everything tonight, man. Led the 5th off with a double. Sears gets Julio to strike out swinging, and then gets into a long count with Cal. 7-pitch at bat. Cal hits like a semi-hard line drive to left field. Drives in Williamson. 3-0. Kotze pulls Sears, which actually I was okay with. And, Sterner comes in. Lake is freaking out. Oh, my God. We're only 8 games above 500 to the end of the war. Castillo's one of the best. He is. He is one of the best pitchers in all of the American League when he has going. Just an old school vet, Bamboo. Just an old school vet. Our first threat wasn't till the 5th with 2 outs. Cortez triples to left center. I didn't think he could get all the way home. I did not think he could get all the way home. I thought he would have gotten gunned by 30 feet. And then first pitch, Schumann grounds out to third. Ended that threat. Michael Kelly comes in. He's been doing a great job. 1, 2, 3. 6th inning. Here's where we start getting leadoff hitters on. Urias gets hit by a pitch. Butler rakes one to right. On the button. Right at the right field. It's kind of how it's been going for Butler. Kurtz hits a liner into the right center field gap. It gets cut off. 1st and 3rd. Rooker hits a grounder to down the 3rd baseline. It wasn't hit overly hard, but it was placed well. It wasn't hit soft either. And Ben Williamson dove to his left, backhanded it, and threw some sort of ground 2-hopper to second base, and they force out Kurtz. Urias did score on the play. 3-1. Okay, here we go. Langoliers comes up and just had an awful at bat. 3 pitches. And the third strike he swung at was 10 feet off the plate, it felt like. It just awful. Again, Michael Kelly comes to the 7th. His 2nd inning of work. 1, 2, 3. He was awesome, man. He didn't go 1, 2, 3. What happened on there? He got struck out Dylan Moore. Ben Williamson again, infield hit. And he got Julio Rodriguez to ground into a double play. 7th inning, another leadoff guy gets on. Soderstrom just hits a seed to left field. Base hit. Andahar, lazy fly ball to center. 1 out. Cortez tops one a pitcher. 2 outs, but Soderstrom advances to second. Schumann pops out. Ugh. We just couldn't get that hit, man. Bottom 8. Here's the one you're talking about, Jesus. Urias popped out to short. Lazy. Colby Thomas, what might have been the at-bat of the evening. It was the at-bat went 9 pitches. He's fouling pitches off. He was down 0-2 and worked it all the way back and earned himself a walk. Tough pitches, too. Kurtz, soft liner to shortstop. 2 outs. Then Rooker, base hit. Langoliers, walk. And Soderstrom hit it sharp. I wonder what that came off the bat. I want to check that out because he hit that sharp. And again, Ben Williamson again, man. Ben Williamson again. It's just, yeah. What did he hit that at? because I thought he hit the ball pretty darn hard on that pitch. It was Soderstrom force, not that hard, 81.4. Rooker single, 110. Soderstrom single, 105.5. Kurtz is single, 106.1. Butler, the lineout, 99.2. Yeah. We can't beat a solid. No, J. Poo, we can't. No. I mean, right now, the team we saw tonight, that's a playoff team with a guy like Luis Castillo going. And we don't even have and we're banged up right now, right? That's not even our best lineup. Not even close to it. So no. We were right there. We could have, but no. Kurtz came up limping. I saw that too, Rocket, man. It looked like he kind of shaked it off. He was okay for that, but I saw that as well. At least it was good to see Kurtz keep his history at 14. Vegas, no, I think he's okay, Vegas. I watched him pretty close. It looked like he initially started limping, then kind of rolled in. He finished the game. I think he's fine. But hey, I was looking at the same thing too. I was looking at the same thing you guys were. We don't have a real good lineup right now. If you're depending on Carlos Cortez, Max Schumann, Luis Urias at 7, 8, 9, and you have a Lawrence Butler who's struggling at 6 in the leadoff spot. And we don't have much on the bench either, guys. It's not like we could turn and say, hey, let's go to the bench with something. I mean, right now our bench is Gio Urshela, Austin Wins, Colby Thomas, and Jacob Wilson, who can't play. We're a banged up team right now. We're a banged up team. So, it's going to be tough. We're going to win. Tomorrow, I believe the starting matchups. Yeah, I know we're going with Severino. I don't know who the Mariners are going with, which is what I want to check right now. And that's what's good about the Mariners, man, is they're pitching up and down, up and down, up and down. When they're healthy, they're tough. Evans, Logan Evans is pitching 3.64 ERA. When was his last time he's pitched? Did he face us? He's had a handful of starts. Right-hander, 3.64 ERA. He's okay. I don't know a whole lot about him. I don't know a whole lot about Logan Evans. And we're counting with Severino. So I don't know if there's going to be any moves at the trade deadline, though, guys. It did sound like when David Forrest was with Towney, it did sound like he made a point of saying, hey, we have some expiring contracts. A Miguel Andujar, a Luis Urias, Gio Urshela, that they could get rid of. So, I don't know. It would have been nice to get tonight. It would have been nice to get tonight just to kind of keep that going, right? But that's all right. That's all right. The next 2 games of this series as well. I tell you this much, I would rather see the Mariners win it than the Rangers or the Astros. And I will also say this, that Jacob deGrom lost tonight, which I was surprised at. He got hit pretty good by the Angels. I was shocked to hear that. Severino, and then Wednesday we have Jeffrey Springs. Oh, Woo. Brian Woo. Wednesday's the big day. Will be the day on trade. Yeah. The day before the trade deadline. No question. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys cruising by. Tough L. Hey, a good competitive game, though, right? good competitive game. We pitched well. We fought. We hit. We just didn't have timely hits. And for the type of lineup we put out, I was pleased. We went out there and competed. So I can't complain too much about that. We were all right tonight, but we're not going to beat a playoff pitcher and an ace and a playoff team with the type of team we put on the field tonight. It's just not going to happen. Thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen today. For your second listen, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts.